Hey guys, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to create autumnal makeup look, and it's going to be quite easy, nothing challenging, just the kind of makeup look that I like to create. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here, very special welcome. I love talking about luxury beauty, and I would love to have you as part of this amazing beauty community. So please make sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell on. Also follow me on Instagram. Now I'm starting with my favorite, current favorite foundation, and this is by Givenchy. A lot of people usually in the fall season are going to use more matte foundations and they like more matte looks. I personally, as a person who has normal to combination skin, I like to enjoy a glowy makeup look in the fall season. I am the other way around because in the summer I cannot wear glowy makeup looks. I usually like to be a little bit more matte in the summer because my skin will naturally get its glow and it's naturally going to become glowy and shiny. So that's why I think for everyone who has normal to combination skin or oily skin, I think this is the perfect time to enjoy a glowy makeup look. So that's why my look today is going to be quite glowy. I'm also going to talk about some favorites from Westman Atelier because a lot of you have been asking me what I think about Westman Atelier. So in this video also I want to talk a little bit about Westman Atelier. I'm going to give you my thoughts. So I haven't tried the eyeshadows, and to be honest, I don't like and I don't enjoy their lip products because their lip products come in this little pots and you have to apply it either with your fingertips or with a brush, which is something that I don't enjoy. I just don't like this way of applying a lipstick, so that's why I'm never tempted to purchase the Westman Atelier lipsticks. But I have the foundation, and I have been getting a lot of questions about the Westman Atelier foundation. So I don't like this foundation. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I know that a lot of people love this foundation. I'm going to show you how it looks, and I'm not going to be applying it today just because I don't enjoy this foundation. I don't like it. But also keep in mind that I'm very demanding when it comes to foundation. When it comes to foundation, my standards are sky high. I want my foundation to be completely invisible. I like it to wear well. I like when my foundation makes my pores completely invisible and when it doesn't settle into my pores. I just have very, very high standards when it comes to foundation, and complexion for me is the most important thing, probably because I don't wear eye makeup very often. I would just apply some mascara and a lipstick always. So for me, base is very important. This one just doesn't live up to my expectations just because my expectations are sky high. But if you want to use this product, you definitely have to use it with a brush and you have to use a little bit. This one just doesn't work with this foundation. Like, you can't just take the stick and, you know, draw on your face and then blend it out. It's going to look horrible. Now, this foundation doesn't wear well throughout the day. It doesn't really blur pores. If you have dry skin, probably, but if you have any kind of a problem like dilated pores, or it's not the best option. I just don't like it, and this is my personal opinion. This shouldn't stop you from trying this foundation. Just be sure that you have to work for this foundation in order for it to feel good, and I never like to work for my makeup. The makeup should work for me. I've said this many times and I'm going to repeat it. I'm never going to work for a product to look good. So if you want to use this, you just have to use it very carefully with a brush and use a very small amount of product, and this is something that I don't like. But what I like and what I use this foundation for is actually pinpoint concealing, and I'm going to zoom you in. And I'm actually going to use it right here on spots. I don't like to use it under my eyes because it's way too drying for under my eye area and it doesn't wear well. So I don't use it as concealer, but I use it as concealer all over the face. Just if I have, like now, some minor breakouts, it's good for concealing, but that's it. So for under my eyes, I'm applying a little bit of the Chanel concealer. It's my favorite concealer, and I'm using the NG Hot and Flashy brush to blend everything out. This brush is just gorgeous, and I'm going to have a link in the description box in case you want to check out my video where I reviewed the brushes that NG created in collaboration with BK Beauty. I think these brushes are game changer. They are really, really good quality. And the price is also great, in my opinion. So another product that I want to show you from Westman Atelier is the Lit Up highlighting stick, and this is a product that I like. I think it is something like the Chanel Baume Essentiel stick, but this one has a little bit paler color. So this one has a little bit of purple, it has a very interesting sheen. So you're probably going to be able to see the sheen right now on my hand. And you can see that there is a little bit of pinkish, a little bit of purple, and I really like this one. This one I enjoy, and I'm going to be using again one of the brushes that are in the set of BK Beauty. I really enjoy this brush for highlighter, and this is 503. So I'm going to get directly the highlighter here and apply it right here, just on the high point of my face. You can also apply this one with fingertips if you want to. It's very easy to apply, and sometimes even if I don't wear foundation, I would just apply a little bit of this highlighter just to awaken my face. And I think it's gorgeous, especially if you have dry skin. And then the other favorite that I have from Westman Atelier is this blush in Petal. It's a lovely pink color, and I'm actually going to be using it with a brush. I'm going to be using here the Chantecaille Buff and Blur brush. I've never used this brush actually for blush, but I'm gonna try. It's my favorite foundation brush. So I'm just gonna try here. So it gives a very natural sheen, it gives a very natural flush of color. I think that this cream, oops, I almost destroyed it. Just kidding, but that's why my makeup is in such condition. Okay, so I think that these products of Westman Atelier are actually gorgeous for anyone who has dry skin. So if you have dry skin, I think that these cream products are going to be absolutely gorgeous and excellent. Now you can see here that I'm unpleasantly shiny. I have to mattify my face a little bit because it is way too glowy. It is literally shining. So I'm going to be using my current favorite powder, and this is the Chanel Loose Powder. I didn't like this powder when I first tried it, but now I really like it. So that's why I have been using it a lot. But the only way this powder works for me is when I use it with a damp beauty blender. I just press the powder into my skin. I'm going to be careful here not to remove the color of the blush. Now here the thing is, probably on camera it's not going to show up as good, but right now my face is literally flawless and poreless. I don't have any pores showing, and this is something that I enjoy, and this is because I applied thin layers of foundation, thin layer of concealer, just a little bit under my eyes, and here where I applied the Westman Atelier, it's visible that I have product on my face. So this is something that I don't like in the Westman Atelier products, in the Westman Atelier foundation specifically, because it just looks like foundation. It does look like I have product. The rest of my face looks completely perfect. And this part here just looks like I'm wearing product. This is something that I don't like about Westman Atelier foundation for me personally. And if you can wear it without using powder on top and you don't get oily, I don't know, probably there are people for who this foundation is going to work, or if you're not that demanding to foundations, you might like it. I personally like this completely flawless complexion that I can get from other products, and that's why I just don't enjoy the Westman Atelier foundation. Now moving on to eyes, and I want to be using this mono eyeshadow from Chantecaille. The packaging is very, very beautiful. I really enjoy this packaging, but I want to use the color because I can use it safely on my eyes, and I know that my eyes are not going to get irritated. So that's why I decided to use this one today, because Chantecaille's eyeshadows, this one in particular, is very gentle to my sensitive eyes. I really have been enjoying this one. The other mono eyeshadows of Chantecaille, some of them are more glittery, and I don't want to be using them, but this one doesn't have glitter. I have a review of this collection, so in case you're interested, I'm going to have a link in the description box. So I'm just going to lightly apply this color all over my eyelid and up to the crease. I'm just going to blend this. Okay, so I can build up the color if I want to, but I don't want to build up the color now. I'm going to blend in a minute. I know that I have rough edges here, but I just want to use one more color on my eyelids, and this is going to be my favorite color from the Charlotte Tilbury Holiday Quad. And look at this packaging. I really like this packaging from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm going to be using this shade here. It is really, really beautiful. So, excuse me, not this shade. I want to be using this shade here. And this is that rosy champagne color, which I love, and it's my favorite shade, I think, from this palette. I also like the special shade. I have a full review of this palette in case you're interested. I'm going to be applying this with my fingertip and just tapping right here in the first third of my eyelid. Just want to add some light here. And this palette in particular, I have been using it a few times. It doesn't irritate my eyes, which is great. So right now, lately, I have been very careful with the makeup that I'm using on my eyes, and I have been exploring what is going to irritate my eyes or not, even though my eyelids are not irritated, but inside the eyes, I have the irritation. So I'm just lightly tapping this on my eye. Then I'm going to be getting this small brush. This is A504, again from the NG set. I have been loving this set. And I'm going to apply the color a little bit more precisely in the inner corner of my eye and drag the color. Next, I'm going to continue with the Chantecaille Leopard shade, the wild bronze color, on a crease brush. This is a Zoeva brush, and it's number 231. I'm going to be applying this color only on the outer part of my crease and blending everything. So these are the two colors that I'm going to be using on my eyelid. I'm not going to be using any additional colors, just those two. Next, I want to apply the brown color also on my lower lash line, just the outer part of my lower lash line. I want to be careful here because of my eyes. Next, I want to finish with a little bit of brown kohl eyeliner only on the outer part of my upper lash line. Then I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply plenty of mascara. Now I'm going to be using one of my favorite lipsticks for the fall season, and this is by Hermès. And it's a very velvety matte lipstick that just brings a lot of life to my complexion, and I think it's a very rich autumnal color. Okay guys, so this is with the lipstick on, and you can see what a huge difference a lipstick can make. I think that I'm going to need just a little bit more blush, but I'm not going to be using the Westman Atelier because I already have powder here, and since I have combination skin, I just cannot use too many cream products. But I'm actually in the mood to use my favorite Hermès blush, and this is number 28 Rose Plumet, and I'm going to be applying this blush just a little bit. Now you can probably see once you apply the lipstick, you can see how much blush you really need. So that's why I would say that it's best if you don't apply a lot of blush, because the blush and the amount of blush that you need always depends very much on your whole makeup look, and it depends very much on the lipstick that you're wearing. Some lipsticks just need a little bit more blush, like this one. So I think that I'm almost ready. This is the finished look. I'm not sure if I want to apply a little bit of bronzer. I think I'm going to skip the bronzer, but if I were to use a bronzer, I was going to use my favorite bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. Let's actually try some bronzer. So I'm going to quickly take my hair back so that we can try a little bit of bronzer. I'm not sure if it's going to be good, but still, let's try. I'm using the shade that I showed you. Let's go ahead and just warm up my skin a little bit. Maybe just a fraction on my nose. So that's the finished look. Don't forget to let me know in the comment section below what you think of this look. Do you like it? And that was all for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.